I recently got the Platinum Trophy for Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and then some of you had the audacity to ask for the Valhalla Platinum. Was I really going to put myself through the pain of getting this Platinum again? Yes. Yes, I was. Oh boy. As usual in these games, the first two trophies are story related and popped when I completed the prologue and the first story arc, having me leave my homeland of Norway.
What the hell is that? I'm seeing...
The first noble thing I did once I got to England was to raid a Christian monastery. These raids you can do throughout England are actually really fun, but once I did my first one, I was reminded of the god-forsaken 782 collectibles that I would have to get for this platinum. Shortly after returning to my settlement, I created a Jomsviking and got a trophy for doing so. During the story of this game, you will build alliances with different territories throughout England, and by completing one of these quest lines, I got a trophy. On my way to the next territory, I came across some soldiers and decided to get a quick trophy out of the way by assassinating one of them from my horse.
Alderman was a great...
I legit forgot how to crouch on my horse since, the last time I played Valhalla was in 2022. So I pressed every damn button on my controller before finally figuring it out. I also climbed on top of this tower to get myself thrown over 30 meters by a housecarl.
Have a safe flight!
When I got to the next town, I saw an opportunity to get a trophy that I spent almost an hour on last time I played this game, and that was to pass by a guard while blending in with a group of monks.
Keep going, please.
You can just imagine how happy I was when I now got this in 2 minutes instead of an hour. I completed a territory that was part of the story, but was disappointed I didn't get a trophy for it. However, when I returned to my settlement and built another building, I was rewarded with a different trophy for reaching settlement level 3. I then took my sweet ass time to assassinate 10 enemies in a row without triggering a conflict. It's not a hard trophy by any means, but it does stress me out just knowing I can't get detected, I also continued playing through the story and completed another storyline. And for some reason I went into the boss fight with half health and no rations left. Good idea, Marky. Good idea. I also got another trophy for completing a story arc in East Anglia. And my goodness, you can bang people in this game too. I decided to do something different before continuing the story, so I first did a standing stone puzzle. Originally, I was going to do more simple trophies like this one, but I decided to get one of the worst ones out of the way, to release a firefly. After searching for over an hour at spawn locations and following guides, I found nothing. This made me so frustrated that I turned off my PS5 and went to bed. I think that was just a good thing because it was, after all, 3 AM at this point. But then, I kid you not, when I logged on the next day, it was like a gift sent down from the heavens. The gods of Valhalla must have seen my failure the day before and granted me with the great honor of finding a firefly within a minute. The Ubisoft gods truly blessed me on that day. Shortly after that, I got another trophy by completing my first Animus Anomaly, which is basically a parkour level. I returned to the story to get another 2 trophies. It It took hours before I got the next trophy as I started doing other things and mixing it up, but eventually I got one for completing the Asgard and Jotunheim quests. While I was on the way to Jorvik, I saw a bunch of boats start pouring into the river. Like seriously, they came from every direction. So I quickly sailed around, ramming into them to pop another trophy.
Man's joy is found in love.
Now that I had almost gotten to power 200, I decided to go for one of the biggest bullshits of trophies in this game. Kill 3 high-level enemies while on fire during a fight without breaking their shields. Holy shit, this pissed me off on a whole new level. I did multiple attempts and reset my recording every single time. And of course, I forgot to press record on the last attempt until the last second. When I realized that I almost missed getting the trophy during recording, I got so mad that I almost deleted the video. But then I remembered this one guy was looking forward to this video, so... Anyway, after that dog shit, I got the trophy for spending my first mastery point. Only seconds later, I got a trophy for equipping 8 abilities. Another easy trophy I could get was to travel all the way north of the map to a location called Hadrian's Wall and light all the unlit braziers. I don't know why, but I kind of felt like I was in Game of Thrones or something. You know, that one wall that, overlooks the snowy landscape. My horse was a bit dirty at this point, so I took it out to the rivers and started swimming for 3 kilometers, popping another trophy. And goddamn, this took longer than I thought. That felt like an eternity, I'm not gonna lie. I traveled to Winchester and completed the story arc, giving me another story trophy.
They will want to know what happened here.
Then I found and slaughtered enough Order members to travel to Vinland, where I also got a trophy just for arriving there. While I was in Vinland, I completed my 10th world event and popped another trophy.
Thank you for bringing him back.
In the middle of a quest, I also got a trophy that I wasn't ready for after completing a stone stacking challenge. I'm so sorry this happened again. I finally finished the main story and got the last trophy.
The ages.
And by the last trophy, I mean the last story trophy. This is when the bullshit begins. Or well, after I got this trophy for completing the last territory is when the bullshit begins.
Of Hunwald's fate. Better the news.
While doing a raid, I acted like a goddamn maniac to run through 30 breakable objects, popping another simple trophy. Then I started working on settlement level 6. I collected a bunch of extra supplies throughout the story, but nope, that was not even close to enough. I literally had to track down about 200 chests because not all of them give, supplies that I need. And I've never been closer to smashing my monitors, my PC, my controller, and my PS5 and taking it all outside to light it on fire. Like there isn't enough collectibles in this game to begin with. And even these fucking chests needed keys and puzzles to find my fuck. After almost 5 fucking hours, I finally got the trophy. When I found that last chest, I seriously felt like Thanos when he got the last Infinity Stone. Right after that, I traveled around my settlement, desperately searching for all 16 decor locations to place an item in each of them. And thank the Ubisoft gods yet again for allowing me to pop the next trophy early by fully upgrading a piece of gear. I don't know how I got it, honestly, because I still had 3 levels left to upgrade, but then I completed 5 treasure hoards for another trophy. We're in the end game now, lads. Or at least that's what the game told me when I popped the trophy for reaching power level 280. Because yes, we are in the end game, also known as the collectibles phase. That's pretty much all there is left now, and oh boy, this made me angry. First, I did an easy trophy by tracking down and defeating a daughter of Lyrion. I also destroyed 10 curse symbols. Then I put together a 3-step plan. I eliminated all targets of the order to collect Thor's cloak.
Alfred gave me a key to unlock his study.
Step 2 was to defeat the remaining daughters of Lyrion to get the rest of Thor's armor and access to his helmet.
Fortune.
And finally, step 3, I returned to Norway to find Mjolnir. I basically am Thor in real life, so this was fitting, you know. While I was in Norway, I also slid 150 meters in snow for another trophy. My god. I went back to England and started clearing collectibles across territories, wiping them out one by one. But after finishing a few regions, I needed a break and started fishing for another trophy. I then completed the biggest piece of bullshit in this game, also known as the Animus Anomalies. At least the video you get to watch in the end is actually quite interesting for the whole Isu lore. I also defeated all legendary animals. The legendary animals actually have some tough boss fights, as if they hit you once, you're almost dead. After that I completed all flightings, which is basically just Eivor having a shit talk battle with someone. When that was done, I traveled across England and gathered some old tablets from caves to unlock the legendary sword Excalibur.
Are you the sword the Britons...
And then, after countless hours, I finally completed all territories to pop that sweet, annoying trophy.
searches within himself?
I quickly returned to my settlement to give the collector all my Roman artifacts for another trophy.
Die dulci fru.
Now we only have one more. The last trophy I got was to defeat all Orlog champions.
Good game.
Well,
And let me tell you something, this is a fun game, but when you are required to win, it turns into this awful, tedious thing. I did defeat most of the champions in one try though, only a few required like 2 or 3 attempts, but it's still annoying. I finally got the platinum trophy, and bruh, I've never been so satisfied to see a platinum as I was when this one popped. My goodness.
played, stranger. Another round.
Now I want you to do something for me. I want you to close your eyes, sit back, relax, and think about everything I've done to get this platinum. Then I want you to think about the fact that I've got this platinum twice now. Anyway, the bullshit is over and I'm happier than ever. I hope you enjoyed my suffering, because I certainly didn't. I kinda wish someone had just put me to sleep right there and then. I love this game, but the platinum grind is real. Trust me on that.